What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sabrina and we are back at it with another video. So this video is all about how I got this real cute ginger orange color. So we all know that this color has been trending like majority of the fall, and I'm like, girl, I need to get into it too. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on all social media at Sabrina2times. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so this is a part of the video where I have to do my voiceover, of course. So as you can see, the hair here is dark blue with like some purple in it. Child, I tried to turn this wig dark blue and it was not doing it. So what we're going to do to get the color out so we can go ahead and bleach this ginger orange color, we're going to go ahead with our bleach. And I also got some for the developer because we are going to do a bleach bath. Yes, this is so much easier than bleaching it hand by hand, strand by strand. No, so we're going to go ahead and just do this bleach bath. As you see, my 40 developer is right there, and we are going to do some boiling hot water. Okay, not boiling, but you know, fresh out the sink hot water. Okay. So this is just me getting things together, stirring it up real well. Look at my poor little wig, trying to make sure that all the bleach is at least mixed in together with the developer, so when I put in the water we can have a bath going. Okay, get all the excess bleach off of my hands, and now I'm pouring it into the tub. I look so focused, like wow. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start dipping the hair into the bleach. Also, I want to make sure that every piece of strand of hair is getting touched on by bleach, and make sure that you do have some type of brush or comb or anything, well, not a comb, but a nice brush to go ahead and brush the hair so you can make sure that every piece of strand of hair gets touched by the bleach, like so. Yes, get in there. As you can see already by the water that the water is already turning blue, so that is a good sign. I'm just going ahead, I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to sit the hair in the bleach for about 30 minutes just to see how it goes and turns out. Pressing it into the water more, 30 minutes. And I do want to say that this is how the wig turned out after I bleached it twice. The second time I bleached it, I ended up using a 30 developer instead, but I still did a bleach bath. I just forgot to record that part, but this is the part, I'm sorry, but these are the results. As you can see, the hair is like a pinkish, orangish, I don't know, child, but it's dark in the middle. And these are the colors that I use. I have the cinnamon, orange blaze, and Cajun spice, and of course my got to be glue spray for the lace so my lace doesn't stain. I chose those colors because I definitely wanted to have more of an orange look instead of just flat out ginger / brown color. So that is why I got the orange, just to have a more pop of color, and it can also at least cover up the spots that were not fully bleached correctly that I had did. So in the meantime, I actually end up boiling a nice amount of water, and I have the first bottle of dye I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to pour that on in there. And I'm also going to be using my tool to go ahead and spin, well, you know, make sure the color is properly mixed into the water, just because of the fact that my hair was bleached a little crazy. I definitely did not want to bleach it again because I did not want to ruin the hair after bleaching it twice. So I'm just like, ugh, third time is not the charm. So we're going to make sure that the color is fully saturated into the water. And we are going to be using a little bit of the orange dye here for a little extra color. Just a little bit, not a lot. You don't want a whole head of orange, okay? And that's just me mixing the colors together. Boiling hot water, literally. And now we begin the fun part. This is me just testing out the color to see if that's exactly what I want. I wanted a little bit more brown in it. It was too orange, so I'm going to be going in with the final brown color, and I use about 3/4 of that bottle. Well, I'm sorry, I use about half of the bottle, so half of the orange, half of the final color, but then I use all of the Cajun spice. So that color, as you can tell, is more brown than orange, so I was ready to dip it. This part, make sure you're just dipping, make sure all pieces of hair is being touched. It was really hard for me to dip this because the water was literally boiling hot. I literally took the pot off the stove. So this is just me just trying to get it together, saturating it, because I want to make sure that every part of the hair was covered, because of, like y'all seen, the hair was not fully bleached like how I wanted it to be, but I did not want to bleach it a third time. So this is just me just bleaching it. Make sure to have a comb to also brush the hair, and to make sure that each hair is covered with dye and is also covered correctly. I think I actually need to go get a brush. Yeah, there we go. This is just me doing that here. Alright, y'all, and we're gonna let that color sit there for about 20 to 30 minutes. I chose that amount of time just because of how we all seen how my hair was. So this is the hair now. It's looking pretty good in the water. I don't know where I am and what I'm doing. But this is the hair right now. As you can see, this is a very good sign, because before the wig was in the water was dark orange, and now it's barely any dye left. So this is a good sign for me to see. And I'm just going to go ahead and rinse out my wig with cold water. And I'm also going to begin washing the hair, just one round to wash it out with some shampoo. I don't know why I picked up the conditioner, but I definitely use shampoo. Just to make sure that the hair stays moisturized, especially after all that bleach being used, child. Whew. Make sure this hair gets a good wash, okay? So one important thing that I want you all to notate, although, you know, I'm not a hairstylist, so since I did bleach the hair twice, I did not want to further damage the hair. So what I did was I let my hair air dry, and it took about a solid 8 or 9, 10 hours for it to air dry. The color, the water is clear. This is the hair. Is looking pretty good to me, because I'm literally just seeing all ginger, and not a sign of the horrible bleachness that I did. just brushing it and detangling it. So this is just, I'm actually really happy with the results. This is the hair. It looks really good. And this is the hair wet. So we all know once hair dries, it always come at a different color. So this is the hair after it has been air dried, and this is me the following day. I will be using BioSilk. The amount of BioSilk that I use, you don't really need to use that much. You literally just need like probably a penny size. But remember, you know, I bleached the hair twice, and I just wanted to make sure that the hair was just moisturized, not dry, because I never bleached hair that many times with different developers at that. So this is just me just putting some moisture back into the wig after it's been air dried, and now I'm going to begin my curling process. Of course, I'm going to make sure that my curling iron is not turned up to the max heat. Also, mind you, when you are curling, make sure that every strand gets curled so you don't have any wandering ends. Since my hair is, I think it's about 16 inches because I wanted a shorter look, I had to make sure that I curled every part because I wanted a more short curly look, like the Ginger Marilyn Monroe type of vibe. Girl, not me picking up my phone. Oh my God. Get up. Anyway, back to curling. And this process is pretty easy. Make sure to use your heat protectant spray and mousse. I do believe that I showed the heat protectant spray that I used. It was the argan oil, so that was pretty good. Now, when it comes to curling hair, I do have a video on Instagram with a quick tutorial. So you can easily check that out. Just follow me on Instagram at Sabrina2times, and I'll have a more in-depth tutorial on how I curl hair. But if you do want a more in-depth tutorial on how to curl hair on YouTube, just leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be able to, you know, take note, especially if it's in high demand. And I did show the heat protectant spray that I use, so definitely make sure that when you have colored hair that you're using heat protectant spray, because as you can see, some parts of my wig when I first wore the wig, I had the heat on the highest heat and I burned some of the color off, but it still looked good. I actually kind of like the little spots of yellow in it, give it a little dimension. But yes, this is just me curling the hair. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. As you can see, it really did take me a little minute. I was a little skeptical and scared this wasn't going to turn out right, but I really love this color. I love that it is exactly how I wanted it to be. It's more orange than what I wanted it to be, like gingerish. So this is exactly the look that I want it to be. Mind you, I am not a hairstylist, okay? So don't judge me on how certain things look, but yes, but also be mindful too when you all are curling your hair, be sure to have your hair on a low temperature, because I kind of like burnt off some of the color, but we not gonna get into that. But overall, I really love this hairstyle. It's so fall, it's so me right now. So I just want to say thank you all for watching, and don't forget to watch all my other videos and to follow me on all social media at Sabrina2times to stay tuned in, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.